For he knows how weak we are. He remembers we are only dust. Our days on earth are like grass, like wildflowers. We bloom and die. The wind blows and we are gone, as though we had never been here. But the love of the Lord remains forever with those who fear him. His salvation extends to the children's children of those who are faithful to his covenant, of those who obey his commands. I was on my way to Venice to celebrate my birthday, and I noticed a message on my phone. The message was in Italian, so I took extra care to read because sometimes things really mean something very different than what you might think at first read in Italian. But there was no mistake with this message. I gasped out loud, and everyone around me noticed. The message was from my landlord's daughter, and it read something like this: "We believed all the way until the end. Bye, Daddy. Now you are always with Mama." No, that message could not be mistaken. My landlord of 16 years had passed into eternity. If you know about my book, Justin's Story Chapters, then you know God Speaks to Me in Venice is one of the chapters. My time in Venice was somber. And yes, I was expecting to hear from God. And yes, God did speak to me. One word: temporary. Much can be said about that one word, and I think God has made clear through his word our journey here on this earth is temporary. I'm still adjusting to my landlord of 16 years not being in his garden, not meeting him in the hallway as he takes his dogs for a walk, not joking about silly things happening in our crazy, sinful world. Temporary. It really is the totality of our experience here on this planet. Sometimes things seem like they last forever, especially when we have to wait. But it's nothing like eternity. We can't even begin to imagine time without time, without end, without sin. Temporary also implies things are going to change, and maybe not in the way we had hoped. Can we trust God enough to let him make the changes he wants? Here's the good news. He will never leave you, and he will never forsake you. He will walk right beside you through this valley of the shadow of death, and therefore we have nothing to fear. God never fails. The annual Mission Roma birthday fundraiser has raised over 1/3 of the $2,500 needed for the mission to Colombia with Hope for All Nations in Tamarack, Florida. We will be in Colombia 4 days in December assisting the Hope Mission, which Hope for All Nations began many years ago. Even though the entire goal has not been reached, we still have time, and the first installment for the mission trip has already been met, and it isn't due until October 15th. The next installment of $600 will be due November 15th. And of course, I will need round-trip airfare from Rome to Fort Lauderdale, which will need to be booked sooner than later. Please keep this wonderful opportunity to serve the Lord by faith in your prayers. As I mentioned in last month's update, God put it in my heart to participate in this mission 5 years ago. But with COVID as well as other things, I just never had the chance. Well, this year that will change. I plan to leave Rome on December 1st and arrive in Fort Lauderdale in time to assist with the pre-mission tasks. We will leave for Colombia December 5th and return to the U.S. December 8th. I plan to stay in South Florida until December 16th. Here are multiple easy ways to partner with Mission Roma. Online at missionroma.com, just click the PayPal donate button or the recently added Cash App icon. Or from your bank with QuickPay with Zelle, just use the email address missionroma@live.com. Or by mail at the address on your screen. God bless you.